seated, connecting to our breath, our deep Ujjayi breath. Bringing some feeling awareness to our feet by simply bringing up the contact that they make with the ground or spreading them slightly. Softly, near effortlessly, reach the sit bone, tailbone downward. Just enough to feel the direction downward through your spine. And that descent, expanding the low back. As you breathe into the low back, I'll grow the mid-spine away from the low spine. And feel the head lightly atop the neck bones. We're going to work like we did yesterday, a little bit of this Kapalabhati. So we'll begin short, sharp exhalations. We'll do about 40 pumps, 40, and then we'll pause and regroup. So Kapalabhati, 40 pumps. Begin. As you're deeply breathing post Kapalabhati, consider for one moment. We've been discussing together how every state has a correlative way that we breathe and gesture and language even. There's a correlative way that we express our energy, that we even absorb or circulate energy. When you felt your wisest, your most in contact with your divine nature, how were you seeing? How were you breathing? What were you sensing? Start to breathe in that way. If you need to remember to draw something up, that's okay. We could also take some pretty good guesses. We're going to do one more round of Uddiyana. Nope. Let me say that again. We'll do one more round of Kapalabhati. And then we'll resume our Ujjayi breath. So, in this state, how did this person posture themselves? How were they focused? Kapalabhati, 40 pumps, begin. When you resume your Ujjayi breath, how does this enlightened person breathe? How does this enlightened person attend? Focus, feel. This enlightened person, by the way, is you. Right? It's those times that we feel wise, or we sense that we're our kind of an upgraded self version. Right? Let's set the right leg out in front. And then just a little context, so you kind of know where this practice is situated. Right? One of the things I really love about the Zen form is the form of it, chanting and all the things that we say is to that query, right? How does an enlightened person stand? How does an enlightened person walk? How does an enlightened person meditate? How does an enlightened person engage? How does an enlightened person dialogue? How does an enlightened and on and on. And we study this question for days on end, right? Okay. We have a similar core question in Forrest Yoga. So let's inhale, raise the right arm up, lengthening the right side ribs, and then exhale, reach. How does this brighter person behave? How does this brighter, wiser person breathe? How do they interface with their life force? So we're asking the very same questions, but in a more body direct way. How does this enlightened person, this wiser self, by whatever name, how do they relate to their own life gift force? Inhale, lifting the chest bones forward. Keep that inner right leg involved. And then exhale, lift up, reach back. If you're reaching so far back and you need that right hand to hold on to a shin or a knee, go right ahead. Inhale, draw the left arm down. And by doing so, float the torso up. Okay. By doing so, asking this question, we'll switch sides. We start to weave these behaviors into our current, we'll say engram, the current way that we're going about. So that wiser self isn't just a partitioned sense of ourselves that we get only when we go to the desert, or only when we go to that resort, or only when we go to church or temple. We actually start to weave those behaviors and insights right in immediately. Inhale, draw the left arm up, left ribs. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, draw the right arm up. Lift it up. Exhale, reach it back. So to recap, there's qualities that we've come to reliably associate with when we're our wiser, deeper, brighter self. Start to bring those into your practice as behaviors, as insights, as perceptual orientations. How does this wiser self breathe? Inhale, lower the right arm. Pull, float the torso upright. Bring your left ankle over your right knee, shoelace, or whatever is an acceptable alternate. Twisting toward the foot. So left foot's on top. We'll twist or move toward our right side. Set the right hand down. Inhaling. Stretch left arm over your right knee. Now draw that right shoulder down. I'll just shovel the shoulder into your neck. Draw it down. Support yourself with the muscles of the shoulder. And then exhale, hook this left arm over the thigh or foot. And again, the inquiry is not solely cognitive. The inquiry is performed with our body, our behavior, our breath, our attention, the shape of our feeling awareness, very shapeable feeling awareness. Inhale, coming up slightly to fold forward. Okay. You can go hands on the outsides of your legs or arms atop the shins, or what am I saying, bracing against the shins. Inhale, walk your torso upright. We'll switch sides. 2 placements. Other side. The left hand down. Inhale, stretch the right arm over the right foot. Release. Inhale, coming up a little bit. Facing forward. Forward fold. And inhale, press your way up. Unwind legs. And let's set up for a frog. Lifting through the abdominal. Lying back, we'll separate the legs, bent legs. The shins parallel with the ground. Inhale, float the head and the shoulders up. Use your abdominals, just hold, keep the low back near the ground. Exhale, outreach. Low back still on the ground. Draw the low belly in. Just a little sinking move. It's kind of reaching, finding, awakening. It's lower abdomen. Inhale. Exhale. The outreach. And as you're getting the feet active, feel those last few bones getting some space between each other. The little toe, the next door, fourth toe, and foot bone, the third one. Inhale. And exhale. And sink the low belly down. Just a little finding massage. All right, continue. Let's do 4 or 5 more. That'll be just a fine amount. Just kind of getting things moving in the low belly. How does this person breathe? How does this person attend? How does this person experience their life force? What qualities of life is this person tuned into strongly or with regularity? So again, this higher self, this wiser self, this enlightened self how do they relate to life? Life's energy. Is it celebratory? Is it interested? Is it deeply, tenderly aware? Is it kind of flaky, a little in, a little out? No. Sit. Does it feel concentrative? Does it feel soft, broad awareness? Let's keep playing. Again, the point is that we're remembering to enact these qualities with some constancy. All right, let's do one more. Straddle lifting through. Just bring the legs up, separate straight legs widely apart. Inhale. Floating head, shoulders up. Exhale. Outreaching. Spreading the foot bones, especially the last few foot bones and foot bone spaces. Inhale, letting the tailbone relax down. Exhale. And sink and draw low belly in. Kind of scavenging for any little sore spots and just starting to loosen and untangle. Let's continue. We'll do about 4 more. And when you're through, let the head down, help the legs together. Okay. We'll set up for bridge. If you anticipate needing a block, grab one. And with the feet hip width, inhale into low belly. And exhale, coming up. Tailbone shifts, the buttock lifts. And then inhale, draw the left knee toward your chest. And exhaling, raise it, reach it. If you need a block, just insert it at your own pace. And set left foot down. Inhaling. Moving the right leg. Knee over chest. Exhaling it skyward. releasing right foot back down to ground. Removing any block. Lower down. And let's turn over so we can get a little bit of shoulder in our lives. So we're going to set up Turbo Dog. You can do so without a prop. You can do so with a prop. The optional prop would be a blanket under the forearms. Okay. And then let me just visually demonstrate the rotation that we're seeking to get. So kind of like when all of our heads are down, this is what I've been calling the elbow crease, this right here. And so this crease, like a hinge, right now is facing forward. Generally, it's facing, might be facing that way. If we're getting really, really chicken wingy, that crease will face in. Okay. So we press into a downward dog or turbo dog, doesn't matter which, to get this crease to face what's you right now is a pretty substantial turn of the arms. Now you saw my hands move. Look at the crease though. That's 90 degrees. That's a whole lot of rotation. That is 90 degrees from forward to inward. Okay. Now I'm showing you it this way because look how easy I can turn everything when my hands are free to move. And many of us will freely move the hands. Because the way I can, in one way, grab another few degrees is I would twist my hands. But we still don't have the full capture or the fascia on a change-worthy tension. So we'll place the hands, middle fingers, straight ahead. Don't move the hands. Move the shoulders, move the arms, move everything else between the hands and the torso. Start off getting that crease to face forward as best as you can. It's easy to see it here. Bend the elbows, get them hovering a few inches off the ground. See the crease? The crease will tell you the elbows pointing down, or back rather. And then exhale, press into Turbo Dog. Don't twist the hands. Turn the arm bones, which wraps the fascia around the shoulder. Keep the hands fixed to their ground spot. Wind. Wind with the strength of your chest. Wind up with the strength of that serratus. And those obliques, wind it up. Getting the shoulder tissue will kind of wind and wind as it turns. So in one sense, it's not just the muscles holding us up because the muscles are working. There's that winding up of the fascia, and now we have a spring-like kind of trampoline of support, a little bit like leaf springs, just kind of like there's this springy, floaty support, this elastic support from the tissue. We keep turning, turning, turning. Now, in this setup, I did not say anything about hand distance. There's a couple of us who might have to adjust the hands a tiny bit wider, generally not narrower. I use those finger pads, use those palm pads, as if you're kind of pulling up clay from the earth. Turn those arm bones a little bit more. Not to twist the elbows, but to move and spread the tissue of the upper back. Very specifically, the tissue through the upper back, shoulder blade to shoulder blade, shoulder blade to shoulder blade. Wind them up, wind them up, wind them in, wind them in. Release. And let me show you something this way. Okay. I'm going to try to. So everything's kind of free floating in this. It's a challenging move. It's challenging to maintain. So I'm going to try to show you with my shoulders and my rib cage what happens when we start to lose that nice suspension system. Okay. As these kind of wind out and I just start to post, you can kind of see that. Generally my chest will just start to drop toward my toes. And sure, my elbows are bent. And yeah, they're kind of bent in a little bit, but you can just see how my shoulder blades are moving toward each other on the back side of my body. To wind up is to take these elbow points, which are out there, and as I gather them in, the ribs have to go back up toward the sky. They can't just drop down. The whole point of us doing this move is to engage the front, spread the back. Try one more time. 4 breaths, just 4. Just enough. Okay. And this might be where, if we're in class together, I might be manhandling your arms and just rolling them. That's it. So it's really challenging to do without your chest muscles. It's one of those, you need to feel the chest. You will feel the chest. All right. That's pretty all right. Let's stand atop of our mat. The heels, the legs sink down. Inhale. The arms, the ribs draw up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left foot back, pyramid. Step it 3 feet back. Straighten legs. If that means I need to grab blocks or walk my hands up the leg to straighten legs, go right ahead. Now, moving into lunge, bend the right knee. Inhale, step the left foot back another 8, 10, maybe 12 inches. Let the heel up over the forefoot. Exhale, reach back. And inhale, we step the left foot forward, arrive at standing. So standing twist, the right hand is grabbing the inner right foot. From that foot grab, the left hand reach back. Use those inner legs. Standing pigeon. Turn the navel back to the top of your mat. Right knee bends. Supporting that leg, that foot. So we move the instep toward the abdomen or chest. And release. Inhale, set right foot down for half moon. Block if needed. Right hand lowers. Left foot raises. Exhale. Send that left heel straight away from the left hip. Now the navel's facing the kind of the left edge of your mat. And inhale, and set the hands down. Left foot down, exhaling, chaturanga. Step the right foot back. Lower. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Pyramid first. Inhale, left foot forward. Do straighten legs, which means adjust the hand to accommodate the legs. Adjust the hands. Go all the way up the leg or down the leg or on a prop or to a wall. Accommodate the legs. It doesn't matter if we touch the ground and our leg are all bent. I'm actually trying to kind of draw that tissue out a bit through the leg. Not too much, not too little. Good. Pyramid can tend to bias the back side a great deal. The neck and the back of the skull is part of that back side. Feel the back of the head releasing away from the rest of the spine. You can feel it from the perspective of the muscles, the neck muscles. You can feel it from the perspective of the back side tissue. Can you differentiate when you're letting the head go? Is it enhancing the sense of the back side of the body? Or was it just kind of a muscle drop? Like you just kind of made the muscles flaccid and droopy? Softening rarely for us will mean droopy or collapsed, unless things are truly collapsed. Lunge, bend left knee, inhale, step the right foot back several inches, many inches. Exhale, reach the heel back. expanding the back of the right knee. And you can be quite precise. If you can't feel the hamstring, the back of the leg tissue, the back of the leg, the back, use your ankle, use your foot, kind of lift, work it into the ground. There's a little leverage and little angles. As you start to work the front line, you can bias the back line. Feeling the muscles in particular, there's benefit to that, especially if you're in a field where you need to know muscle names, groups, locations. Also, feeling in a supramuscular way what's larger than muscle, groups of muscles that have been named, is more the fascial and the interconnectedness of these tissues and muscles. Okay, inhale, let's step the right foot forward. Here's that standing twist. There's two single leg stances. Left hand to left foot. And take this left shoulder, draw it away from the neck. Standing pigeon. Inhale, turn the chest face forward. Support bent leg. Do. So the instep, you're getting to face your torso. If the instep faces the sky, you'll start to rotate, start to lift it. You may have to move away from your body to come up. So that's your instep facing the sky. Move the foot away, toes face sky. Okay, half moon. Inhale, set the left foot down. Left hand down. Exhale. Right heel back. Staying with these moments of sensation. Our Saturday, whether we work together or not, we were practicing having some constancy of engagement through our tissues and our body as we practiced our sons. That constancy, that continuity of connection to our body, that constancy of feeling engaged awareness in and with our body. So valuable. In other words, don't give up and bounce out. Keep reaching, keep hunting for that. Don't just bounce. Keep reach, find, plant, feel. Stay in body, stay with sensation. We're not crafting an ideal sensation. We're just inhale, we'll set that right foot down from Warrior 3. I think that is it. Exhale, left foot back, lower. Yeah, I think that was it. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Turbo dog if you dare. Make sure you spread the whole hand, the broad, broad, broad features of the hand, the palm, the finger pads, and then turn. So if you're doing turbo dog, get a nice broad contact through the hands and turn the arm bones so as to broaden the shoulders. Now, if you're doing downward dog, same. Broad hand contact and turn the arm bones so that your little elbow crease keeps steering to face forward. Little eyeballs. We're going to go revisiting some places. Inhale, step your right foot forward, interlock warrior. So yes, we're doing a little drive-by easy bird. Right arm, under right leg. Once you have the hand, just pause, give it a moment. And with your deep breath, then we'll start to walk that left foot next to the right. Easy bird. Since it's fresh in our body memory, just one set of dreams away. Okay, inhale, set the right foot down. Hang on to the clasp if you've still got the clasp. Step the left foot back. Release. And let's pause right here. Place the knee down. Okay. So our right leg will be the moving leg, the moving reaching leg. So let's do a little. I'll face you so you can see. So we'll work from crow to turn signal to ekapada. So that's my right leg, just the right leg, moving from my arm, in front of my arm, way behind my butt and my arm. Okay, so that right leg has a lot of places to go. So I'm using blocks, crow, turn, oops, sorry about that. The cardinal sin of crow. Keep the shin and the leg connected. Okay, could you do it backwards? Sure you could. You could go crow, ekapada, turn signal, crow. You can but I'm using the blocks just to place. It's just an hour class. We can just kind of trace through things and, establish a little neuromuscular groove, so to speak. And then we can always reintroduce ourselves. Okay, so I'm going to watch you for a little bit. I start with both feet on the block just to have a home base. Or I should say 2 feet on 2 blocks. So you can go any way you want. You can reach back to Eka. Sweep soft through turn signal. Come back to crow, or you can go crow, turn signal, Eka, crow. I'm going to watch you for a moment. Now left shin, or whichever, the bent shin, the stationary shin, stay connected to that arm. That's kind of the caveat. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Will the foot drag a little bit? Yeah, probably. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Don't quit, don't quit, don't quit. Constancy of engagement. Kind of a little micro theme this week. It's not enough just to get something cognitively or in a flash. We have to get it, get it. There you go. So do just that right side, and then we'll step off the thing, because it's in a series. We'll press back downward dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Interlock warrior. Exhaling the left arm under the left thigh, right hand behind back. Easy bird. Inhale, let the left foot down. Step the right foot back. Let go hands, place the blocks. Step onto the blocks. Left leg is doing the moving now. The left leg is the mover leg. If you had switched it up last time, just make sure you switch. Keep that right shin engaged. Keep those elbow creases basically facing forward. So if you go 1, 2, 3, and you're having a really fancy feeling day, a really focused feeling day, you can go 3, 2, 1. Constancy of engagement. So once you get up on your crow pedestal, you're in. Get on that crow. Stay for those 3 poses like contact points. Connect the dots. Emphasis on connect. There you go. Good. 1. Oh, okay. So if you've given that a try, step back, downward dog. Give the neck a rest by wrapping the shoulders. Gently set the knees down. Have a seat. Cross-legged is wonderful. Take right hand, go under right cheek. Breathing directly into chest, collar, scalenes. And so, having identified many regions, many areas of our body, as I'm sure we all have, at a certain, we'll say point, I don't know what that point is. We're going to release this side, go to the other side. The areas of our body start to feel a little bit more continuous and qualitatively continuous. Mentioning yesterday the way we can sometimes feel a part, the partness within the whole. Submitting these parts to deep investigation starts to render the partness a lot more continuity between part and whole. Permeability. And release. We'll let that left hand out. All right, let's lie back. Shavasana. Like the express version. How does this enlightened person rest? How does this wise self rest? Is there a quality of contentment or luminosity or ease? And start to rest as that person, as that wiser self, as that higher self that is content, that is at ease, that is at rest, that is silent, deeply, deeply silent. We put it on so our nervous system and our persona and our script writers can start to get the hint, oh, this is me. We put it on. We play in it. Sometimes it's a suit we put on occasionally, and hopefully it's something we put on, keep on, are. What are powerful ways we can bring these qualities into the script writing room? Feel the way that you're breathing. Notice how the eyes feel in their relationship to the heart. Notice how your eyes feel in relationship to yourself or your environment. Feel the quality of energy moving through your body, that luminescence, that brilliance. The act of noticing, absorbing, feeling, noticing is the action. It is the action. It's a digestive action. It's a spiritual action. the import of absorption, absorbing these states, absorbing this knowing, the import of that absorption as a behavior, as an action, as a biological function, something we can feel and know, is that it takes us from reciprocity to interpenetration. It starts to shift us from dialogos to I am you, you am me, you are me. To us being in residence in and with each other. So the import of knowing that absorption as an action that we can take on choice itself is the mechanics of changing perspective from reciprocity to interpenetration. I am you. You are me. When you're ready, bend knees. Turn to a side and press to seated. And if you're looking for a way to just play with that practice off the mat, as they say, the old adage, you are what you eat, would be just one way to play with that. So sensing how what it is we ingest becomes us. Right? All right. Namaste.